I don't think you know what
day
you're
the
doing.
coffers are near empty. Time to cross.
You, Quinto?
The one and only. A pleasure. But who might you be?
Whoa, I'll have no pleasure here. Witcher, keep clear of the cage. Right? First you used threat to extort coin, and now you want to scheme with my prisoner. Not a chance.
What did he do to step on your toes?
Ours, not ours. But he stuck sticks up a number of bankers' arses. Put a tidy price on his head, they did.
And as Master Hans of Sidaris is an enterprising individual, he decided to nab me and claim the reward.
Anyone give you leave to talk? Shut your trap!
I need Quinto. Alive.
And I need coin. Lots of it. Lucky thing I don't much care who pays me. You or the bankers.
Just as I said, an enterprising individual.
And just as I said, clamp it shut. Stop interrupting. Where was I? Right. Want me to let him go? Pay up. But I've a special rate for you. You fleece me. Now it's my turn.
Buy him out? Pretty pedestrian. How about we play a round of cards for Quinto's freedom?
Why not? But lose and the price on his head'll double. You win.
What the hell? I'm game.
Got my fingers crossed.
This is worse it gets. Radomir was late with our pay.
Pass for me, too. Let's total it up. I win.
Heavy-handed, Hans. The Tretogor maneuver. With cards like that.
Get him out of here before I fucking burst her. What? How did you...
Fishbone. Did it yesterday. I was waiting for a lull to slip out. Witcher showed up before I could. Let that be my recommendation. Now, do tell. What's it you need me for?
Need you to open something for me. Something bigger than a cage.
Sounds interesting. Dying to hear the details.
Herbalist's hut near Oxenford. Knock on the door. Ask for yarrow extract.
Last worse it gets. Radovid was late for our pay a whole week.
Richard, get out of Rivia.
Rod with just a lick of gold on it.
Means the retainers.
The minute we're in trouble, you make me responsible for getting us out. As in Maribor. Remember Maribor?
Dove, please don't change the subject.
Mind if I do?
That depends. Who might you be?
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher. You Eveline Gallo? The Ermine?
Only to friends.
Calm down, Merrin. No need to puff up. And you, talk. What do you want?
Rather talk eye to eye.
Eveline conceals nothing from me, and...
And you were to help set up the benches. Immediately.
but...
Very well. Once again, what do you want?
Got a job for you.
Truly? Of what nature?
Anonymous performance. No audience. At a certain auction house. Pays as much as you can carry.
You've none of a Fink's features. But you see, I've a problem.
All right, out with it. What's this problem?
See, we were to do a show. The tickets have all sold. Alas, our friend and colleague, Hawkeye Van, well, he's gone blind. Drank some hooch from a questionable source. A sad story, but not the point. The crowd awaits, so either we find a replacement for him, or we shall have to return the coin. All good and fine, but we've not spent it already.
I think I know where this is going.
Then I shall get straight to the point. Stand in for Van, and I shall help you.
What do I have to do? Jump through some flaming hoops?
No. Shoot your crossbow, hit a target.
Not a bad shot with my crossbow. Why not? I'm in.
Splendid. So, shall we begin? Folk have grown nervous.
What? Mean now? No rehearsals?
What's there to rehearse? You're to shoot and hit a target.
All right. Do or die. Let's begin.
That I like. A man who boldly dares, damn the risks. Come! And now, good folk, the highlight of our program. Standing before you, Geralt of Rivia, victor of marksmanship contests in Angren, Dol Blathana, and Lobindon.
Wow, crime!
What? But I...
Shh, Geralt. Grab your crossbow and get to work.
What's the whole shoot?
Shoot him, smucking and knocking. Make his
We end with an audacious feat by Geralt of Rivia. We thank you for attending and hope to see you soon.
It's a shame that man didn't shoot the elf. That would have been brilliant.
You know, I doubted I'd emerge from that ordeal in one piece. Fine work, Geralt.
Well, one performance down. What of the next?
Herbalist. Has a hut near here. Ring a bell? Go see him and ask for some yarrow extract.
Ooh, a mystery. I adore mysteries. Till later, Witcher.
you have to say?
Lance Corporal Václav. How'd that prick wind up with us?
Volunteered. Word is he had to bribe the medics to let him enlist.
He mad or what?
That's just it. Certifiably insane. Didn't pass the tests, apparently.
But to pay hard coin to enter the army? Thought at my age nothing could surprise me.
Nothing about the cook. What do you have to say?
You got a daughter?
Why do you ask?
Well, think of it. To marry into a dynasty like that, it'd be like living in clover.
Trust me, you do better not to take any interest in the Vesordis.
Why the hell not?
It can only bring trouble, mate. Only trouble.
Nothing interesting. What do you have to say?
Fish chowder for supper today.
That true? Who told you?
No one. Came through the western gate the morning. Saw Martin on the pier, rod in hand, fishing.
Cook lad, that's the right treasure he is. No griping about poor supplies. Just the gumption to enrich our gruel.
Aye. If only he'd go a bit lighter on the garlic.
Pier near the western gate. Should be easy enough to find.
Leave with me. Your breath. Oh, the stench of rotted teeth and funk.
Must be the cook. Good day. Fish biting?
Aye, they're biting.
What about you?
What's that?
Got this mixture. Pay you to pour it in the soup for the boys at the garrison, on my signal. Nothing dangerous about it. Most they'll think is that the fish wasn't exactly fresh.
It'll cost you, mate. Something dear.
Asking a lot. Too much. How about you do this free of charge, huh? Out of the kindness of your heart.
Aye, I'll help. Out of kindness.
Wait for the signal, and mum's the word. Understood?
And Countess Yvonne of Lanexeter's necklace. Your handiwork, wasn't it?
It was. I scaled a gutter, entered her bedchamber.
Ha! I knew it, I knew it.
Ah, at last, we're all here. Time to begin. This heist, it's no jest. So if any of you has any doubts, isn't sure, now's the time to leave. Won't be able to after. The Borsodi's auction house, its vault. That's our target. Everline, you'll enter through the tower when the patrol rounds this corner. Drop us a line. We have to be inside within 5 minutes as I move.
It's plenty.
Splendid. Once we're all in the tower, we'll proceed to the auction house. Shouldn't see any guards inside. If we do, we'll have Geralt and his blades. Then, downstairs to the vault. Quinto will crack the lock. We get in the vault, take the loot, disappear out the back through the secret passage. I've said my piece. Any questions?
All good and fine, except what if something goes wrong? Seriously.
You're on your own. We all are.
Just like that?
No room for friendship in this business.
Additional security measures. Traps. Any inside? Anything we need to watch out for?
Nothing particularly dangerous. Here on the ground floor, there's a rope linked to the bell in the tower. Anyone sounds the alarm, there'll be trouble.
How do we stop it from ringing?
Don't pull the rope. As I said, the auction house ought to be empty. I don't expect any problems.
What about the vault? How is it secured?
With a door. But you ought to be able to handle it. Any other problems we resolve as they come. Anything else?
Got a horse sense take on this. Secret passage. If we plan to use it on the way out, why not on the way in?
Excellent question. Why not?
Every corridor has two ends, right? Like a rope. I know the location of just one end. It's in the vault. The other, it's somewhere beneath the city. But I can't tell you where.
Great.
But if you were to...
Find that location, I wouldn't need any of you. Believe you me, I've tried. Time and again. Anything else?
All right, let's get to work. Want to be done with this as soon as possible.
We'll reconvene in the gateway beside the tower. Midnight sharp. And everyone's to make sure they're not followed. I'll get word to the cook in the barracks.
What about wearing masks? Not a city in the north that don't have wanted posters with my likeness hanging about.
I'll tend to that. Ah, one last thing. Inform the City Watch. Blabber anything about this over an ale, and I'll kill you with my own hands.
Sure know how to motivate a crew. No matter. See you there.
Well, well. Got an early bird in our midst. Prime. Just one patrol. Mixture of yours must have worked. Eveline, you ready?
Are you kidding? Of course I am.
Three, 2, 1. It's clear. On your way.
Ploughing, city, foul, shite all over again.
What? Patrol's turning round. We've 1 minute. Move.
Oh, Natalie. Oh, mother. Keep us from... If memory serves, you assured us there be no one inside.
Seems my informer was wrong.
Is that all you've got to say? I nearly broke my neck.
You knew what you were signing up for. This is no time to argue.
Gotta agree. Backing out's not an option anymore. Need to see this through, whatever happens.
Hallowed words. One guard could mean many more. You'd best draw your sword now.
No.
What now?
No one dies. Said so from the start.
Whatever. Don your masks and let's go.
Letters must be old. String seems to say so too. It was true love. Clear for now. Knock on wood.
Good. Eyes in the back of your heads, everyone.
Mine are open. I've already seen several things I'd gladly take with me.
Not now. The vault. That's our target. Is that clear?
Yes, but we shall raise the starting What's this? Guards! Guards!
Should have stayed in that cage.
You said...
I damn well know what I said. At them before they sound the alarm.
Lost your nerve?
Girl, help!
Stop him! He's not to flee!
Lock themselves in.
Bollocks!
Damn it.
Lay down your arms! You have no chance!
Perhaps not. But we do have hostages.
Mercy, Master! On the count of 3, we go in! 1, 2...
Come one step closer and folk will die!
Hold now! We must negotiate. What are your demands? To release the hostages?
Buy us a bit of time, Geralt.
We have one demand. Pull back from the auction house.
You know I cannot do that!
You can, just not sure you want to. How about I help you decide? Kill a hostage.
Just do what they want! I beg you! Calm yourself! No one is to be harmed, clear?
Nothing simpler. So long as you take your boys and pull out, we'll all live happily ever after.
I repeat, that is not an option. We must bargain, reach an agreement.
So we want a wagon, and horses.
It's the middle of the night. Where am I to find a wagon?
Rather go looking for caskets?
He means it! Good point. A wagon, then? What kind?
Timmy took a gander downstairs. Vault's open.
We're not picky. Any old cart, long as it has wheels that roll.
All right, I'll get it done. In exchange, you must release the hostages.
How many?
All of them.
You know I can't do that. Here's a compromise. One hostage now, the rest once the wagon arrives.
So be it. Agreed.
Thanks be to my little
But anything smells fishy, or you dawdle even a bit, heads will roll, understand?
Calm now. You'll hear horses neighing before a quarter hour's out. Matko, Shadru, city stables, on the double.
Good work.
Sorry, boys. You'll have to go on without me. I didn't sign on for this turn of events.
Just one way out of here. Through the vault.
There's a second. The chimney. Believe I'll squeeze through.
Doubt you can, Witcher. You've no choice, I'm afraid. Let's go. Downstairs.
The lock. Lovingly crafted. 2 spring-loaded bolts, cylindrical plugs, Dameritian wards.
I'm not interested. No one's interested. We go in. Geralt, you're at the fore.
Why me?
It's why I hired you. Now move. We've no time.
Do or die. That's it, for now. Same paintings were on the block. Same paintings were on the block.
They're in the vault!
Same paintings were on the block.
You'll pay for this!
Surrender! You don't stand a chance!
You'll hang for this! All of you!
Same paintings were on the block.
You'll pay for this!
Same paintings were on the block.
Surrender! You don't stand a chance!
You'll pay for this!
Surrender! You don't stand a chance! For the king! You don't know who you're fucking with!
On the contrary, I know all too well.
You'll?
Greetings, brother. Been years.
Well, well. Complications, complications.
Think you owe us an explanation, Ewald Borsodi. This family reunion, what's the point?
Revenge. For betrayal. Years of poverty.
Humiliation.
Father left the auction house to me in his will. Horst cheated me. Had me disinherited.
Anything. Everything we earned, you squandered on cards and whores. Father didn't see that. I did.
That's no excuse, Horst. And it won't save your life.
You two, stand with me. I'll not let the Redanians lay a hand on you. Give you whatever you want.
A desperate attempt at bribery going once, twice, thrice. No takers, no sale.
Speak for yourself. Tempting offer. I've succumbed.
You'll pay for that, Quinto. With your head. At them!
How long you gonna make me wait?
I'd have preferred to resolve this elsewise. Stolen the scrolls, thrown you out into the street. Revenge is best served cold, after all. But I don't mind serving it hot. No.
I beg you, mercy, for your brother. I shall do anything you ask.
Truly. Anything.
Anything.
Sign over to me. All that you own. Then walk out as you stand, with just the clothing on your back.
Allow me one thing. Any one thing.
15 years. In the sewers. Begged. Like a beast. And you've the cheek to plead. Take that.
Satisfied?
Exceptionally. You?
No, and I won't be until I find Max Bersodi's house. In this vault, or so you said.
And it is. There. But I fear it's not yours for the taking. You see, it houses my father's will. A scroll thanks to which Ewald Borsodi, long missing, will assume the family fortune.
And Geralt of Rivia, who you cheated, what'll he assume?
Alas, but he's free to choose anything else.
Don't provoke me. Never know. Might choose to take your head.
You're wounded. Tired. Figure my chances are good.
I could drop you easily, but maybe I don't have to. We could try to figure this out.
A compromise looks unlikely. We both want Max's house.
Not quite. You just need the contents. Me, the box.
They're downstairs!
So be it. Seal it with a handshake.
Give me the damn casket, and let's get out of here.
As you wish. This way.
battering ram! Run and get a ram!
Well, here's where our paths part.
Shut up.
Was I that bad?
No, but you came awfully close, Ewald. Survived by a hair.
You ever have a basilisk hide or fiend horns and want a good price? Look for me at the auction house.
Mm-hmm. Consider it noted.
Crawl back onto your rock. How much for a herring? Crown apiece. Huh? I'll wait for it to drop. Blimey, those are some razors
At your
you've got.
service, Squire. My valor stands on 3 pillars.
Need to chat.
I'm all ears, Witcher.
Got something for you.
I love gifts, but I prefer to unwrap them in private. Oi, lads, mind the barrels. Going out for a jabber with Geralt. Come. Oh, that's better. All right, what do you have for me?
Max Bersodi's house, as requested.
The papers, where are they?
Left them in the vault. You wanted the house, you got the house. Never mentioned its contents.
You're a quick study. Already as tricky as Odin himself. Keen to ridicule a man. Do you know what I and the company do with your type?
Dunno. Ask for legal advice? Looks to me like you might need some. You signed the contract, Olgierd. I'm just fulfilling its terms, to the letter. Unhappy? Hell, should have chosen your words more carefully.
Yes, I should have. I assume you came to an agreement with Horst. Shame. A right horse in that one.
Made a deal with his brother, who then beat the living shit out of Horst with a gold candle holder.
Huh. It's progress.
Why did you even need those papers?
To sink the Borsodis, naturally. You see, I learned of an interesting clause in old man Maximilian's will. It states that his sons must meet and shake hands in agreement at least once a year at Bellatane. Failing that, the auction house must be auctioned off. The proceeds to go to Vilmeria's hospital.
Guess the old man sensed what might happen.
Aimed to deliver those papers to the right hands. Borsodi would have landed in the streets. The hospital would have gotten the funds it needs to treat orphans and beggars pro bono.
Awfully noble of you, showing so much concern for the needy.
I couldn't give a rat's ass about the needy. Made her wither and disappear along with the city. I wanted one thing. Revenge.
Why did you even need those papers?
To sink the Borsodis, naturally. You see, I learned of an interest... It's...
Guess the...
aimed to...
Off.
I couldn't...
The Borsodis. What's your gripe? Get kicked out of an auction?
Worse. They evicted me from my home. Are you really interested?
Wouldn't have asked if I wasn't.
Ha! Cheeky as ever. My family, they took on some debt. A poor investment in a sawmill. A bad crop one year. A lawsuit lost. You know how it is. When it rains, it pours. We needed but a few weeks to recover. But Horst Borsodi had acquired our debt. All of it. Demanded it be repaid immediately. I pleaded. I begged. I tore open my shirt at his threshold. Ugh. It was like talking to a wall. I went to the auction. Saw those perfumed pricks buy my father's sword. My mother's death mask. My brother's horse tack. Ah, Horst earned a pretty pile selling our mementos.
No surprise the animosity you feel for him.
That was but the start. My Iris's parents learned of my family's misfortune. And our betrothal was no more. They found her another suitor. One from beyond the sea. The anger I felt. I thought I'd gone mad. Went to the tavern. Drank a round. A second. Abroad. Then had another tank. And then I asked the wrong bloke for help.
What happened then?
What happened then, Witcher, was one big stinking pile of shite. Well, why do you stand there? Do you need something still?
Third wish. Time you stated it.
A moment, Geralt. I will see to something. Then we'll chat. You there. Yank the herring out the barrel.
Come on, none of this dallying.
Now, ready to listen? Or do you still not give two shites about what I've got to say?
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Good. You'll return to your lord and tell him as follows. His demand was brazen. Hurt me to the core. For I was brought up to respect the sacred law of hospitality. And I shall not bend to an uncouth boor's dictum. Understood? I will pay him a visit shortly to test his willingness to adapt. So you ride off and announce me. And don't spare your horse. Got it?
Aye, got it.
Give this man a mount and leave him go. Come, Witcher. We must talk outside. Theopheri believed one should only discuss important matters out of doors, with the gods as witnesses.
Beryl, what was that about?
On the way here, we stopped for nourishment at a tavern belonging to one Lord Dauntless. We enjoyed ourselves as one does at an inn, raucously. Our antics were not to the liking of this Dauntless. Sent a man to warn us that if we were ever to return, we would hang.
You burned the inn down?
I left ample compensation with the innkeep. But it seems the rapscallion neglected to mention this to his lord. But that's of little import. What matters is someone called me a whoreson and threatened to kill me. It was one of those threats that sound like an invitation. I intend to accept it. Return to those parts.
Must have made quite a few enemies along the way. Maybe not today and not tomorrow, but someday, someone will find a way to take you down.
And that should trouble me why? I feel no fear, no regrets. The wise men of Oxenfurt claim there are no gods. After death, there is only the void. I've known this void already. Death holds no surprises.
Fulfilled 2 of your wishes. Time I learned the 3rd.
Confident, aren't you? Proud, sure of your strengths. Fearless.
3rd task, if you don't mind.
Mutations. They stripped you of emotion. Tell me, have you ever loved? I mean, truly loved?
Yeah, I've loved. Can we get to the matter at hand?
Perhaps instead we ought to sit down inside. Have a good chat over some fiery water.
We'll drink once the job's done.
Afraid that's impossible. Succeed and that's the end of me. Fail and you'll not be back.
3rd wish. Still waiting to hear it.
Aye, aren't you stubborn? Fine. Listen well. I had a wife once. The day I saw her last, I gave her a rose. A violet one. Bring me that blue. Wouldn't mind reminding myself what it looks like.
When was that? How long's it been? Flowers wilted and turned to dust by now.
You wished to hear a wish. Now you have. Fulfill it. I ride now to visit this Dauntless, but one of my men will remain here. He'll know how to find me. That is, of course, should you succeed.
At least you could tell me where your wife is.
In my old manor, east of Martin Foy's farmstead. I'd wish you Godspeed, but, well, you understand, I'm sure. Goodbye, Geralt.
That's it, Roach. Anyone there?
Mighty rusty and come.
Kendrick. Kendrick, you there?
Not so loud.
Ah! God, scared me after.
Not so loud, I said. Fog's not natural. Could be something in there hiding. Foglets or air nymphs, for example. Don't want to attract them. Believe me.
Foglets? Oh, sweet mother Melitele, why'd I ever come here?
Kendrick fellow. Who is he?
We's partners. Sneak into derelict houses. With something valuable lying about.
Mm-hmm. So you're a thief.
Thieves steal from the living. What's the harm taken from the dead? Kendrick went to open the door. I stood watch. Suddenly heard his lamp smash. Then nothing. Quiet. Called out to him, but... What was that? One of them foglets you spoke of?
No.
Phew. That's a stone off my...
I'll see what that was and look for your partner. You?
Ain't about to wait around. I'm out of here.
Pretty sprawling, this estate. How am I gonna find that rose in this fog? Fresh manure. Water's ice cold. Mountain stream cold. Water's ice cold. Mountain stream cold. Rather worn. Used often. Wonder by who? Someone's still tending to the flower beds. No violet rose, though. Woods rotted completely. Beehives, well maintained but dormant. No violet rose here. Maybe somewhere out back. I'd scooch along, kitty. This place. What's that? That... digging? Someone dragged a wounded man through here. Prints from cleated boots, leading from the back of the garden. Rope looks new. Bucket's been repaired. Gardener's hut. Could it be? Tools are so organized it's scary. A lockpick? Must have been the other thieves. Graves, unmarked, laid out in rows like garden beds. Hey. Hear me? Other thief. Body's mutilated. Who are you? Damn, you're ugly. What the fuck was that? No eyes or nostrils, deformed organs. Damn thing had no right to be alive.
Well, philosophers do still debate what it means to be alive, exactly.
Normally I'd be shocked, but not after what I just saw. Who are you two?
Clearly not animals. Think of us as friends of the house.
What's with the show? The pretense that you're animals. You couldn't have warned me?
No. We're obliged to maintain discretion.
So why talk to me at all?
Why? Well, we get so few chances to talk to humans, and we're curious to know what brought you.
Gonna need a better answer than that.
Later.
What about this thing? What can you tell me? Friend of yours?
We called him the Caretaker.
Doesn't look like any creature I've ever seen. Where'd it come from?
From very far away. He was summoned to guard Lady Iris in the home. He tended the garden, took care of unwanted guests.
Very far away. Meaning where exactly?
The name of this place would mean naught to you.
You know the master of the house, the owner?
Olgierd von Everec? Yes, we know him, but he left, and his wife became mistress of the house.
Great. So, Lady von Everec home? Could you announce me, say she has a guest?
Why do you wish to see her?
I'm here to get the violet rose Olgierd gave Iris just before he left.
Iris is inside, in the bedchamber upstairs. Take his key. It opens the rear door.
Guess I'll make my own introductions. So, how should I address you?
As you did now. We'd rather keep our names to ourselves.
Another intruder buried by the Caretaker. Seeds and bulbs. Someone's still planting flowers.
This is my house.
was that?
Leave before it's too late.
All geared as I've never known him. A different man then. Tidy, and everything's clean, ready for a meal to be served. Caretaker must still set the table. Happy families are all alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. Fire damage. Interesting. Bedchamber. Iris was supposed to be here. Lovely couple. Gotta be her. Damn it.
You wish to see her? Here she is.
A man should frame his wishes carefully. It forestalls disappointment.
This some sick joke. Why didn't you tell me she was dead right away?
You didn't ask.
And why hasn't anyone buried her?
We can't. As for the caretaker, the one you cut down, while still alive, she ordered him to stay away from her for all time.
How did she die? Don't see any wounds, evidence of a fight.
Her heart burst.
Meaning what? A heart attack?
No, it simply burst.
Find that hard to believe.
Yet that's precisely what happened. One day Iris locked the front door, lay down here and died. From grief, from loneliness.
The deeper I get into this, the more I gotta wonder. Why are you even helping me?
We were summoned to serve Iris von Everec. Our mistress died, but that did not free us from her service.
Got it. You want to leave this place, leave these bodies.
Surprised?
No, not at all. Her ghost's restless, angry, attacks intruders. Know why?
Lady von Everec has endured much hardship. She's unaccustomed to guests and not fond of strange folk.
She can't hear us.
Seems I gotta speak to Iris's ghost.
It's no easy task to contact the mistress. Rage and bitterness fill her.
Got my ways. To make contact with Iris, I gotta bury her body. But that caretaker's macabre little cemetery won't do. Too much blood, too much fear.
She spent much time in the front garden.
Maybe there.
Wait. Take this key. It opens the front door.
Good dog.
She liked to sit here, but this is not a good place for a grave.
Too close to the house.
I'll keep searching. A grave here?
Iris von Everec adored flowers.
But she would never want to destroy them.
All right, I'll dig the grave somewhere else. This place seems suitable.
Yes, she loved to paint.
Did Iris von Everec have any last requests? Say how she wanted her remains disposed of?
She feared death, worried none would see to her burial or say a kind word in parting.
Guess I'll be the one to do that. Can't say much about Iris von Everec, but I do know I like her paintings. It's a shame her art couldn't bring her greater comfort. At times, fate muddles our path, and life turns toilsome, hard to bear. Yet all deserve respite and peace in death. You two, got any last words for your mistress?
We don't partake in human rituals.
Trusting that what you've done is in keeping with your customs.
Your name's inscribed in this sketchbook. Perhaps you'd like it to be buried with you. The remains are interred. Let's summon her. Tormented spirit, I've laid your bones to rest. Forget your wrath, forget your grief. Show yourself. Forgive me for tearing you from your realm. I need to ask you. Should I follow you? All right. What is this place?
The Painted World. The work of Iris von Everec.
How'd you two get in here?
We exist in both worlds at once.
Strange place.
One born of Iris von Everec's dreams.
It existed only in her mind while she lived. In death, it gained substance.
Pretty fantastic tale. Hard as hell to believe.
Yet you'd best believe it, and be on your guard. The Painted World is rife with danger.
All right, this is lovely and all, but where's Iris?
You awoke her but for a moment. If you wish to speak to her, you must tear her from her slumber completely.
Sure, but how?
You're a tracker, right? Saw you examining the tracks outside.
Yeah, so?
This is a world built of memories blurred and wilting. Moments our mistress wishes to forget, but cannot.
You need to find them, restore them, summon the fears that torment Iris, and destroy them.
Easy to say. Spectres of Olgierd and his wife. But why aren't they moving?
This is a memory.
But it's incomplete, blurred. You must peer closely and restore it.
The spirit from the steppe. Read often, well worn. Painting palette. Pieces of tableware for an afternoon tea or breakfast. Probably not right. Perfect match. Perfect match.
We should get a dog. Or a dog and a cat. Even better. When the rain comes, the dog will warm my feet and the cat will play with a ball of yarn by the fire. What do you think? Are you even listening?
Apologies, dear. Had my mind on my book.
Is it that terribly absorbing?
Yes, terribly. Know what? Let's go inside.
Why? It's lovely out here. The birds singing, the bees buzzing. Blissful, really.
Sorry, dear. I feel unwell. I'll go in. You stay a while longer.
What is that? Another memory?
No, a nightmare.
A fear embodied, which sooner or later you will have to confront.
Ugly bastard. Good. Another memory. Decorations for a special occasion. Wine cup, just like the one Olgierd's holding. A wedding veil? Perfect match.
Your health, my dear wife.
And yours, my husband.
In my land, custom calls that newlyweds be greeted with bread and salt. But we're alone for now.
I need none but you. Oh, if only this moment could last forever.
I shall see what I can do. But come in and see our home.
Gladly, but I know this sounds silly, yet the house has sat empty for so long, and I'm...
Afraid of spiders? I know. I swept them all up and tossed them in the garden.
My knight, you've seen to everything.
Same figure. Ugly bastard. Another dream of the past. Bet this one's incomplete too. Just a little different than the painting. Rebello. A Toussaint wine. Expensive. A lavish feast. Trying to impress the guests. Silver thread. Pearls. Doll must have cost a fortune. Olgierd's wife liked flowers. Judging by the ornamentation, this might be hers. Fire was burning in the painting. Still something missing, though. Candles also need lighting. Candles also need lighting.
My darling, is everything all right?
You seem pale, out of sorts. Everything's fine, really. But why don't you tell me how you fare? I'm ever so happy to see you. Except, why didn't Grandmama and Grandpapa come?
It's a long, rugged journey. Muddy.
They still refuse to meet me. Is that it? And what's this?
We brought some of Iris's things. Her favorite brush, her cherished doll, and this for you.
Banknotes.
We paid off your debts, bought them out, to avoid bringing shame to the family.
So nice of Mama and Papa to remember me.
Olgierd. Now you see his true nature? I warned you before the wedding. A ruffian and a boor who keeps the company of bandits. Are you not afraid to live under one roof with that rabble?
Come on! So let's follow him. Not you again. Don't like this place. The bedchamber. Towel stained with blood. Probably not right. Blood stains. Someone washed their hands, then wiped them dry on that towel. A nightshirt. Never worn, I think. Wick's almost gone.
What time is it?
It's late. Sleep.
Up all night in your study again, I see. What have you got on your hands?
Nothing. Got a bit dirty, that's it.
Is that blood? Have you hurt yourself?
Ink stains. I was writing letters. I shall go to Oxenfurt soon. Perhaps you'd come with me.
Oh, that's a marvelous idea. A trip would do us both so much good.
Then it's decided. Now, time for bed. I'm exhausted.
I shan't fall asleep now. It's out of the question. Come, I shall finish your portrait.
Another blurred memory. Fresh, as if someone just rinsed it. She painted Olgierd, but the details are off. Living Tableau's missing something. Living Tableau's gotta look just like the painting. This goes here. Maybe here? Fits, I think. Maybe on this side. Finally, just like the picture.
Smile a bit wider.
Like this?
You were meant to smile, not bare your teeth. No, still wrong. Smile like you did when Papa agreed we could marry. Please? You're useless. I can tell something's bothering you.
I've a bit of work I should see to.
Again? Olgierd, we agreed not to keep any secrets from one another. We promised.
Forgive me. I don't wish to discuss this.
Olgierd. Olgierd!
How long you gonna make me wait?
Master von Everek's study. Here he immersed himself in the arcane arts.
Pentagrams here to bind summoned beings. Lines aren't all clear, though. Need chalk to fix them, then I can set out the candles. Blood? For some kind of magic, I bet. Manor was depressingly gloomy in the winter. Blood pacts, or on foreign presences. A tome about parleying with demons. Beeswax candles. The Gates of Mystery. Between Worlds. The library of an occultist. Black magic. That should do it. Now for the candles. Let's try this. Nothing. How about this?
Come back! We must talk!
Go away. I wish to be alone.
Not this time! Come out at once!
Leave me be. I merely want to work in peace.
What other spell must I use, damn it? I've tried them all. I wish to end our pact. I summon thee! Damn it! Fire! In here, quickly! The flames! Douse the flames!
I did not expect that.
Locked.
You must find another way out.
Smack in the middle of a raging blizzard. Gotta find shelter inside. The full-geared Iris and her father. Marriage contract between Iris and Olgierd. So this is when he started smoking. A beer tankard, but there was vodka in it. Drained to the last drop. A knife covered in blood. Guess Olgierd got the scars on his shoulders that winter. So that's how he whiled away the long winter evenings. Her father must have been holding the contract.
Furthermore, it is agreed that Iris shall be accorded the respect she is owed, that you shall heed her counsel and requests, and...
Get to the point, Father. My patience runs thin.
Gladly. On Iris's request, I declare this marriage null and void.
You vowed to remain with me, till death do us part.
And I've held to my vow. The Olgierd I married is no more.
Breaking a word once given does not come that easy. Believe me. You shall stay here, forever.
Enough! You will not command us. You will...
Father! Father! No!
Servants, take this carcass and feed it to the beasts.
That stench.
Then Von Everec ceased to be human.
Though he still loved his wife.
No, he merely remembered that he should love her.
Let's go upstairs.
I remember. We spent much time together here, the three of us.
In silence.
We'll take our places, the same as then.
You do the rest.
A platter. A large clay bowl. Small bowl. For soup, maybe? Claw scratches. animal hair. Single place setting. No others on the table. Something's not right. Something's not right. Think this was yours. Perfect match. There we go. You actually ate from these bowls?
Of course not. I already told you, we're not animals.
But the caretaker would set them out all the same, as ordered.
Another monstrosity. I begged you to stop this. Those two are too many as it is.
The dog and cat keep you company. This one will protect you. Care for the house, no matter what happens.
Before, I wished to know what was going on in that head of yours. I thought perhaps I could help. Now, I care not the slightest what you think or how you feel.
I feel nothing.
Just as I no longer know if I still hate you. Go, Olgierd. I want you out of my sight.
Olgierd von Everec failed to understand we'd never be able to replace him.
His spectre now casts a shadow over Lady Iris's every remembrance. We're almost at our journey's end.
What's there?
Iris von Everec's greatest fear.
My dearest wife, letters from Olgierd to Iris, where I only as skilled with words as I am with my blade, especially now, when an icy void grips my heart. I see how you look at me, and I see you with her. I cannot help you, but I believe I can cease harming you. This letter and this rose are my farewell. May you live in health, and remember but the good times, Olgierd.
chosen to deal with
My dearest wife, letters from Olgierd to Iris. Were I only as skilled with words as I am with my blade, especially now, when an icy void grips my heart. I see how you look at me, and I see you with her. I cannot help you, but I believe I can cease harming you. This letter and this rose are my farewell. May you live in health, and remember but the good times, Olgierd. Given me no choice.
That's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal with. A witcher should soon be ready. The skies weep. Goodbye, Geralt. You'll not be back. You under the delusion you'll complete your tasks. Live happily ever after.
What? Lost your nerve?
Death holds no surprises. The witcher should soon be ready. The skies weep. You under the delusion you'll complete your task. Live happily ever after. Death holds no surprises.
How long you gonna make it?
That's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal with, Witcher. Death holds no surprises.
What? Lost your nerve?
Goodbye, Geralt. You'll not be back. The witcher should see the skies. You under the delusion you'll complete your tasks. Live happily ever after.
wounded till complete.
A witcher shall soon the skies weep. As life is boring as a
You're not him.
Wait, I want to talk.
Not here. Not in this place. I'm sorry. I mistook you for another.
For Olgierd?
I thought he'd returned. To me.
What are you? A ghost? An illusion?
I am sadness.
Saw you before, but you weren't yourself. And I saw you again in your memories.
We've met? I don't recall. I had bad dreams. That is all I know.
I've come for the violet rose Olgierd gave you.
On the day we saw one another for the last time. I dried it and placed it in our chamber, at my bedside. I lay there for days, staring at it, until at last it crumbled into dust, as did I soon after.
So, the rose is gone?
Not from this world. Look, you buried my body and the flowers bloomed once more. And I was held in a deep, dark sleep. Only now have I awoken, just like my beautiful rose. When you placed the sketchbook on my grave, I remembered learning to draw my husband's face. Tell me, how is Olgierd? Healthy? Does he fare well?
Your husband's got a powerful enemy. Gaunter O'Dim. Know the name?
I curse the day I first heard it.
Who is he, and how'd he step into your lives?
It's my fault. It was for me Olgierd summoned the Man of Glass. And it was my fault he wished for riches, then immortality for us both. Olgierd will best O'Dim, won't he? Now tell me, how is my husband?
Olgierd's fine. No ailments in any case.
Always healthy as an ox. Always escaping trouble without a scratch. And did Olgierd mention me? What did he say?
Not much. but I didn't ask about you. He just sent me to retrieve the rose.
The rose? The last I have left of him? His last gift?
Got a feeling the rose is important to you, more than a memento.
I remember so little. Yet when I think of my rose, I begin to recall what was. The world around me turns real, and my eyes open wide and I recognize things. Remember who I am and who I was.
Friend once told me about a case like this. Could be strong emotions that bind you to the rose, feelings we witchers call pins. They're what keeps you in this world.
Like an insect pinned in a collection case. Horrible.
Need to be honest, if I take the rose, you might cease to exist, as might the world you built around you.
And what will happen then? Shall I be free of the suffering, the sadness? Is it the void that awaits?
I don't know.
I don't wish to suffer any longer, but I fear there will be cold and darkness until there is nothing at all.
I can't take the rose.
Is it not what you came for?
Can't force Iris into oblivion. She thinks and feels still, and she's no danger to anyone but intruders.
Look at her. Look at her world. She's doomed to relive the painful past eternally. Take the rose. Show her mercy.
What should I do? What do you want me to do?
I do not know what I want. I'm so very, very afraid.
You too. You want me to take the rose, trying to convince me. Why?
We want to help Iris von Everec. And you.
Generous demons? I don't buy it. Because you are demons, right? You were to serve Iris until the end of her days. End didn't come with her death, so you were sentenced to stay in the world of her torment for all time. Can't break the contract yourselves, so you need me to do it for you. If I take the rose, Iris will cease to exist, but you'll also be freed.
You're right. But are we wrong to want that? Our intentions are pure.
We're but bit players in this tragedy. A performance has gone on too long. We can't help the mistress, and her fate no longer moves us.
Can we be blamed for simply wanting to leave the stage?
I won't decide your fate. I can't accept the rose.
Will you leave empty-handed? What about your task?
Rose stays with Iris.
So that is how it's to be. Perhaps in the years to come another will appear to free us.
I don't know that you've chosen wisely. And though I feel no gratitude, I'll not send you away empty-handed. Look, the petal edges darken. The flower closes and I am overcome with sleep. Good night, stranger. You must leave. The rose awaits outside this world, while I descend once more into my dream of what was. Olgerd, I wish to be with Olgierd, to gaze into those eyes. Eyes the devil would be proud to have.
Farewell. Painting's changed. Got the violet rose there now. And Iris, ready to see her husband again.
Two points, and be quick about it.
Oh, please, good sir, a bit of courtesy.
So I look up, and Bob's your uncle. He downs half the barrel in one draught.
Geralt! Over here!
Oi, wait your looks. Use the look of a man who knows how to drink.
Thanks. Some other time.
Here now. Don't make me beg. My treat.
Show off.
Of course I am. Wouldn't you be? Time's a marvelous plaything.
And a great spice to use in gingerbread.
So, you were listening. Indeed, occasionally I find time manipulation irresistible. Controlling it offers so many appetizing opportunities. Like spiking the soup of unsavory individuals with appropriately ghastly things.
Who are you, really?
Gaunter O'Dim, also known...
Not what I'm asking.
Ah, so you'd rather know what it is I do. In brief, I give folk what they ask for. You might say, I simply grant their wishes.
That'd be downright noble if you didn't always demand something in return.
Law of the market. I was not the one to coin the phrase, nothing comes free.
You're not human, that's clear. So what are you? A demon? A djinn?
Do you really wish to know?
Yes.
No, Geralt. You don't. This one time I shall spare you, and not grant your wish. All who have learned my true name are now either dead, or have met an even worse fate. Yet I still need you.
You actually control time, or is this just some conjurer's trick?
What difference does it make?
A big one.
Let us say, time has always fascinated me. So I taught myself how best to use it.
Why time, of all things?
Geralt, there are 4 dimensions. Length, width, height, and time. What would you have me fall in love with? Width? Come now.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I wanted to congratulate you. You acquitted yourself splendidly with Olgierd. In fact, you've almost satisfied your debt.
Was supposed to fulfill his 3 wishes. Did just that. This is where you remove the brand, because we're even.
Nearly. To fulfill the terms of the contract to the letter, you must do one more thing. Draw Olgierd to the Temple of Ilvani.
We never discussed that.
Oh, but we did. As a man of the world, you should know that every contract contains a catch or two. Small print, which, nevertheless, changes the ultimate meaning of the pact. This applies to oral contracts as well. Recall that I said, and I quote, "I believe, however, that all will end well, and once it does, we 3 shall meet and thank one another for the voyage we shared." End quote.
Yeah, I remember.
Fulfill your end of the bargain, and I will remove the brand. That was the last time you interrupted me while I was talking to someone.
What the devil? Why is there a fly in my soup? Was waiting. Had an eye out for you. Didn't see you come in. How is it you're here?
Old Witcher's trick. I concentrate real hard, and I can control time and space.
You tossed this fly in my soup?
No. Now listen carefully. Tell your Ataman to come to the Temple of Lilvani. It's south of here. Entrance is inside a cave.
What's the commotion?
Lilvani's temple, got it?
Aye, got it. Hold there! Your friend, the medic. She were here. Ask that you look in on her.
Thanks.
Good folk, did you see?
To the bottle,
Bloke literally dropped dead. Fainted? He's soaked in blood!
Cat eyes. Mark of the devil.
Looking to make some coin too, eh?
Your bread, your coin, all this shite.
Shani?
Oh, Geralt. Good thing you're here.
What happened? Somebody break in?
This? No. Just getting ready to move.
What? When? Where to?
Not what I wanted to talk to you about. Or at least not only, but... I'm leaving, Geralt. The Eastern Front beckons. I'm Kedwen bound.
Never mentioned you'd be moving. Any intention to either.
I didn't know I would be. Found out this morning. 2 soldiers came to my door, said Redania needs me again.
Couldn't turn them down? Just say no?
Perhaps I could have. But I didn't want to. Treating the ill and wounded, it's my calling. No place I'm needed more than at the front.
Can't you reconsider and stay?
Geralt, what for? The wedding, the time we spent together, it was nice. But you have your life, and I have mine. This doesn't make sense long term. You know that as well as I do.
Well, you take care of yourself.
You too, Geralt.
So, learn anything about Olgierd?
Well, I abandoned the books quickly. Decided that if I was going to learn the truth, I'd need to find someone who knows him.
Find anyone?
Turned out I didn't need to look far. A colleague at the Academy, an assistant to Professor Parmathine Shakeslog, claims Olgierd von Everec met with the professor multiple times. Apparently, Olgierd asked the professor to do some research. Professor got so worked up doing it, he went daffy. Started jealously guarding his notes. Wouldn't even let his assistant look at them.
The professor. Where'll I find him?
Here in Oxenfurt. Cloistered inside his house on Academy grounds. Mage hunters guard his door.
Mage hunters at the door. He under house arrest?
I can't say, really. Some of the faculty think him a traitor. Say he sold out to the hunters for a hefty pouch of gold. The assistant, on the other hand, insists the professor wants him there to protect him. I don't know what from.
What's your guess?
He's certainly useful to them. A specialist in black magic and the occult? Must be a trove of knowledge. If he's really gone off his nutter, I wouldn't be surprised to see them using him.
Need to talk to this professor.
We'll go together. Redanian guards all over the Academy. Doubt you'll get in alone.
Guards have never stopped me. You know that.
Wound these, and I'll have to patch them up. Besides, we might run into a friend. Get inside free and easy.
So how are things at the Academy these days?
You mean since Radovid shut it down?
I mean, is it well guarded?
Might be all it is. Many of the faculty fled to the far north. The braver ones stayed, but assumed the guises of tailors and laundresses. Why?
Just curious. Scholars seem to have adopted mage tactics. They in the same bind? So the Eastern Front, and then?
Depends where they send me.
Wherever it is, take care of yourself.
Always do. So don't worry.
Halt! By order of King Radovid, no one's allowed inside the Academy.
Not even lecturers?
No one means no one.
See, you've become quite the stickler, Norbert. You were much kinder when I was patching you up. By the way, how's your knee?
Fine. Dandy. As if no arrow ever struck it.
Consider yourself a lucky man. Because if I'd not decided to operate, you'd be a cripple to the end of your days.
Bruno, eh? Maybe we ought to let her in. She's a decent lass. Not like to steal nothing.
All right. But alone, which will draw too much attention. I'd rather not get shite from the captain on his account.
Here's what we'll do. I'll go in, then help you sneak in around the back.
How?
Don't know, but I'll figure something out. Usually aren't nearly as many guards on the riverside.
Agreed.
All right. Let me in.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steel.
Geralt! Psst! Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Grab the line!
Where'd you get the rope?
Long story. But we've done well. Professor Shakeslock's house is at the end of this street. Witch hunters guard the door. Doubt I'll be able to sweet-talk them.
Been a huge help already, Shani. Thanks.
It was nothing. Really. You'd have done the same for me. If you wish to see me again before I go, I'll be at home. Packing will take some time yet.
All right. Be seeing you.
Not your lucky day. Pathetic.
He killed him! Get him from both sides! Doing it!
Locked tight. Need another way in. You leave a window open, maybe? Silver Laman. Don't know the sigil. Hasn't been used in ages, looks like. Shattered mirror. No sign of impact. Probably not an accident. Shattered by a sound, maybe. Someone look in it and scream. Julian Alboco's Lesser Key. Tomes about demons, dusty as they come.
Franco? Is that you? Leave the bedpan in the usual spot. And take the platter. I shan't be eating today.
Professor Shakeslock.
Who the blazes? How'd you get in? Get out! I know nothing. Don't whisper or anything. Understand? No, no, no! Out!
Not gonna hurt you.
That demon sent you. I'm sure of it.
What demon?
Feigned ignorance. Please. You know. Gaunter O'Dim. Evil incarnate.
He didn't send me, but he is why I'm here. I'm a witcher.
A mutant. Yeah. Could be.
Why are there guards outside your door? You a prisoner?
Protective custody. That's the phrase. Protective. When I cannot decide my own fate, cannot breathe without their permission.
What do they want from you?
You may not be aware, but I'm one of the foremost experts on the occult. Living experts, that is. My mentor was the outstanding Professor Lionel Van...
And you're cooperating with the witch hunters now?
Cooperating? As if I had a choice. They're ignorant, but not enough to ignore what I know about magic, witches, sorceresses, what have you. Knowledge they use for barbaric ends. But that's beyond my control.
Came here because I need information. Think you might be the only man who has it.
A witcher. Then it follows I needn't fear. I'm hardly a post-conjunction creature.
What did Olgierd von Everec want from you?
I curse the day I first set eyes upon the man. He appeared at my doorstep one day, offering a sack of gold were I only to find out who Gaunter O'Dim is and how to get rid of him. I agreed. Such matters are my speciality. And I needed the coin. I pored over countless tomes, delved into obscure incidents and analysed folk legends. I went so far as to travel to Nilfgaard, the library there, where at last I hit upon the mysterious entity's trail. There are records of encounters dating back thousands of years, in many cultures, under many names, but always as evil incarnate. In this land we call him Gaunter O'Dim, at times Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass. In deciphering the ancient scrollings, I went blind. Yet I learned a great deal. For example, that he plays with his victims. He thrives on pacts above all else. Seemingly harmless contracts which drive their parties to madness.
What's with the surroundings? These runes, what do they mean?
They protect me. Here, evil cannot touch me.
How do you know?
Told me himself. Paid me a visit once. Fascinating meeting that was. I was blind already, but saw him clearly. He smiled at me. Said he was honoured I'd taken such an interest in him. He wished to thank me, and explained he'd taken a similar interest in me. He drew the circle and said I'd be safe within it. His way of repaying me, he easy.
Ever tried to leave it?
If you'd heard how he said it, you'd be as certain as I am what leaving would bring.
Know anything else about the man?
Gaunter O'Dim is no man. He is evil. Evil which assumes various forms. Forget about him, or die.
You're alive.
Alive? Yet I live in constant fear, born of what I've learned about him.
Olgierd signed one of these pacts with him?
Brilliant deduction. But have you guessed why? You must know that he came from a wealthy, influential line. He must have, if the family of his betrothed accepted him. Yet did you know his fortune soured? He himself became an outcast, impoverished. Iris's family, a powerful house, could not accept this, would not marry their daughter to a nobody. Olgierd wished to elope. The further away, the better. Yet Iris refused to cut her family ties.
Quite the predicament.
Indeed. Their luck turned yet darker when a wandering witch mentioned a solution. A man who would grant any wish. His name, Master Mirror. The rest follows naturally. Olgierd and O'Dim, a meeting at a crossroads, a wish, a pact signed in blood, and a price to be paid. Olgierd was to sacrifice one he loved. O'Dim delights in difficult choices. He knew Olgierd loved two in this world, his betrothed and his brother, Vladimir. Olgierd chose, and soon thereafter married his beloved Iris, his fortune restored.
So did Olgierd kill his own brother?
No. Deduce, Witcher. O'Dim acts directly or indirectly. Olgierd merely signed the blood letter. The next day, his brother was dead.
Olgierd tell you all that?
He had to. How else was I to diagnose his case?
Make it sound like an illness.
It is worse. Many illnesses are treatable, but play with evil, medicine can be much harder to find.
Why was Olgierd out to get rid of O'Dim? He'd gotten what he wanted.
Had he? His heart had turned cold as ice. His feelings for his wife, for whom he'd sacrificed his brother, had withered. He'd lost all he'd loved. Had he wanted any of this? No. O'Dim grants what you wish, not what you want. All who sign a pact learn the difference and die by it.
All? No way to get rid of him?
Kill him, you mean? Kill evil? No. Yet the annals tell of a man who dissolved his pact by defeating O'Dim at his own game.
Meaning?
O'Dim wields contracts, word traps, duels of wits. Challenge him to such a duel. He'll agree, and can be beaten. But remember, there is only ever one stake. The sole thing he truly desires. Human souls.
O'Dim left a mark on my face. Any way to get it off?
A mark? No mention in the tomes. Strange. Unless it will disappear once your pact is fulfilled.
If I challenge him, end the pact that way, will it go away?
That I do not know. The one man who succeeded bore no mark.
Thanks. Helped me a lot.
Good. Very good. Ah, to feel useful after so many years locked up, living in fear. Why, it's pleasance itself.
Strange choice of locale. Guessing there's a reason for it.
You're an art lover? Thought you'd appreciate the place?
A witcher with aesthetic sensibility. Forgive my disbelief. But since we're here, I believe you have something for me.
Fulfilled your third wish.
What is this?
A canvas, and on it, your house, your wife, and the rose you gave her that day.
This is not what I asked for.
Phrased your wish wrong.
Not the first time. And it's been my downfall. So beautiful. She looks alive.
She is, in a way. Iris painted this, then entered it.
What? How?
I don't know. She loved you. Maybe she just wanted to be close again.
She wished to be close. After all that passed. Iris. What a mess we made of it all. If I'd only known then how it would end. What's happening? I feel as though the hot irons pierce my chest.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. So glad to see everyone. How do you feel, Von Emmerich? A little less troubled? Lighter in the heart?
Odim, what do you want?
What do you mean, what? Your soul.
You forget. The pact states you can take it only once you've fulfilled 3 wishes, and...
And we stand together on the moon. Well, what do you know?
What? No. We had a pact. The moon is there. There! Not here.
I gave you what you wished for. Here, on the moon, our contract you fulfilled.
Boss, you cheated me.
I never cheat.
Wait.
Do not interfere, Witcher. Remember what I did to the last fool who interrupted me.
You grant wishes, right? Grant mine and release him.
He must repay his debt.
Let him go, and I'll take it on. We'll call it mine.
You wish to give your soul for his?
No, but we can play for them. I lose, you take mine and Olgierd's. But if I win, you release us both.
What do you propose we play? Gwent?
Don't know. Maybe we can bet on a challenge. You know I'm good at accomplishing the impossible. Seen me do it.
Very well. But we shall do this my way.
What's happening?
You wish to play, so let us play. I shall tell you a riddle. Solve it, and both you and Olgierd will be free.
And if I don't?
Then we'll all 3 go for a wild ride. It's what you proposed, is it not?
The riddle. Let me hear it.
To all things and men I appertain, and yet by some am shunned and disdained. Fondle me and ogle me till you're insane. But no blow can harm me, cause me pain. Children delight in me. Elders take fright. Fair maids rejoice and spin. Cry and I weep. Yawn and I sleep. Smile and I shall grin.
What was that supposed to be?
You tell me. What am I?
You're going down.
We shall see, my friend. You must find me before the sand in the hourglass runs out. Ready? Let's begin.
What is... this place?
You like it? Plenty more where it came from. Just remember, you must find me before time runs out. Is it about swords that turns men into utter fools when they see one for the taking? Through howling winds, pouring rain, with their life hanging by a thread. Which reminds me, time is running out. Really, Geralt? Unable to resist a few shiny coins? I truly expected more of you. Especially since time is short. Oh, awful. You're doing terribly. As I see it, you will never find me. Never.
Mirror. So this is where you're hiding.
Come now. You didn't expect it to be that easy, did you? Point for me!
There was water here once. Maybe there's a way to bring it back. Be gone. You've lost.
So, any better?
Yeah, thanks. Wine's revived me a bit.
This plonk could revive a corpse. An exquisitely rank vintage. You know what, though? It's good at last to taste something real. So, have at it. Tell me what the blazes just happened. Your brand's gone. Guessing that's a good sign?
First off, you tell me what it's like to have a heart of stone.
It's wonderful at the start. You feel no fear, no angst, but also no concern, no care for anyone, not even those you loved. And gradually, you lose them. Well, you know how it ended.
What about your senses? Taste, smell?
All there. At first, I savoured the world like never before. It was stronger, more clear.
How's that possible?
I did not wish for a heart of stone. That was a mere side effect. I wished to win back Iris's hand and have my fortune restored. And then to live like there was no tomorrow. And thus I lived until I ceased to feel anything at all. What a joy to be done with it. Because I am done, right? Will you tell me what happened?
O'Dim decided to have some fun at my expense. Devised a game I was supposed to lose. Seems he'd forgotten the training you put me through. In doing the undoable.
So only to protect myself. In doing so, I put you in harm's way. Forgive me.
Well, don't have to worry about him anymore. You're safe and free.
I thank you. Though I've no notion what to do with this freedom now. Mira took everything. Everything I loved. All I held dear.
Not true. Got your heart back.
A bitter victory. Now at last I sense how much I've lost. I've a heart again. Yet all it feels is grief, sadness, and defeat.
My life is a ruin.
You've handled tougher situations. You'll figure this one out. Got a company of faithful comrades waiting. Got a home, your fortune.
No. I cannot live as I did before.
So what'll you do?
I don't know. But one thing's clear. It's time I took fate into my own hands. Lived life anew. And truly, this time.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll never forget what you did for me, Witcher. I have something for you.
Can't accept this.
You can, and must. This sabre's been in my family for generations. Even when I'd lost all else, it remained at my side. Means a great deal to me.
All the more reason why I can't take it.
Do me the honor. This'll mark the start of my new life. And such a weapon could be right useful to you.
Thank you.
Ow!
Sorry.
You needn't be. I thank you again, Geralt. And good luck on the path.
Good luck to you too.